Champion Tortora here with Damien Alford. Damien, you came off of last season with some nice catches, something to build upon. Just what you can say about some of those highlights that you had last year.
Honestly, those highlights were what the peak to what not the peak, but the potential of what I had to what I could bring into the offseason into this year. So based on what I did last year during the season with the opportunity I had, I brought that confidence to the field this year, and I'm just going to translate it over and keep working.
We've seen the last couple of seasons a bunch of wide receivers transfer out of the program. What can you say about the receiving core that you have right now and the talent that stayed?
We're a strong group, from the young guys to the older guys, from Yamari to Donovan. The younger guys, they actually surprise me every day. In the one-on-ones, I see them going up for the jump balls. It's pretty impressive to see. And for the older guys, we're doing what we got to do. We're helping the younger guys get better. And the receiver core is tight now.
I don't understand why people say this, but there's always a question of Garrett Shrader's arm. But obviously, he threw to you. Yeah. So what can you say about who he is as a quarterback and the fact that he's not just a runner?
No, he's a runner. We know that, but he can also throw the ball. Like y'all probably don't see it, but he can sling it. He makes me run for those balls.
Where has he gotten better?
Just in the way the targeting of the ball, like where the catching, like for me to catch it, like where he knows where to put the ball for me to catch it, basically.
And so for you, do you think like that timing with him is getting down better, and that where that ball needs to be, like you said, he's putting the ball targeting where it needs to be? Do you feel like that's almost becoming second nature now?
Yeah, it's clicking now. Like even like with our deep balls, like if the DB's too far in front of me, he knows where to put it. He knows exactly where to put it for me to catch it, and we're connecting on those. Like we made a big leap from last year to this year, and we're just building on that.
You got the height, you know, good for you, not me. So what can you say about how you can obviously use something that can't be taught? I mean, height can't be taught. You can use that to your advantage.
Well, just the jump balls, like the 50-50 catches for a 6'6" person. Like I have the length to get up there. So those are the things like that I feel like it's unique to myself. Because those are stuff I should be powerful in, and that's what I'm improving on right now.
Where have you improved your game the most?
My route running.
Your route running?
Yeah, my route running.
And did that just come from just extra film time and really trying to become a student of the game? What made you better?
It came down from watching film, working out with my receiver coach, working on my routes by myself during the summer, working in the sand pits, dropping my body because I'm a tall receiver, so I can't always be up. So yeah, those are stuff I was working on, being a tall receiver but a small receiver when I run my routes.
You got a new wide receiver coach. What can you say about him?
He taught me a lot. Coach Johnson taught me a lot. He made me build my confidence more on the field and off the field. He made me be a better person off and on the field, and I appreciate him as a coach for that.
What is it about maybe those little things that we wouldn't see that he's teaching you?
Just reading the coverage, getting better at reading coverages, because that's something I was struggling with before. And now that he's like really going into depth with it, and if I don't understand, he goes over it again. And every time he's repetitive teaching, and it's clicking to me right now.
Coach Anae, your new offensive coordinator, what can you say about him?
They're all good coaches. Coach Anae, he pushes me every day. He doesn't sugarcoat things with me. He tells me everything that I'm supposed to be hearing, and the criticism he gives me, I just take it as positive, and I work on what he tells me to do.
What's his personality like? How would you describe him?
He's high energy, but I like it. I like that from a coach. Like he wants the best for the offense, and that's what we're doing. Like we're feeding off his energy. He wants us to be a tight group, make plays down the field in the run game, and that's what we're doing right now.
What is it about, how would you describe maybe this offense and what we can anticipate this year? What's going to be different or unique?
Just the explosiveness of the offense. Just how quick we move around the ball on the different phases in the passing game and the run game. And that's something we're improving on a lot, and we're going to see a lot this season.
We've seen, like I said before, some of those big plays from you last year. Are you anticipating to be a more consistent part of the offense?
Yeah. That's what I'm working on doing. I'm trying to be more consistent with my catching, and from how fall camp's going right now, I'm being more consistent with my catching and my route running. So I see I can translate that into the season, and then improve on it.
Carlos Rio-Wilson transferring in. What can you say about him as a quarterback?
He's a good quarterback too. He's a scrambler too. He knows where to put the ball as well. All the quarterbacks that are here, they're here for a reason. They know where to put the ball. We're working every day together, and they're good throws. They know how to pass the ball around. What's the difference between Carlos and Garrett as quarterbacks? Honestly, I don't really see a difference. They're both. I'm just there to catch the ball from them. So, they both throw me open. I appreciate them for that, and I can't really describe it. You got Sean Tucker. Yeah. Pretty good running back, right? Yeah. So how much do you feel this offense will? I mean, obviously we're going to see him out there and see him doing his thing, but will there be more of a balance? Can we expect to see more of a passing game? Oh yeah, for sure. The run game's always going to be there. As I said before, the passing game's going up. The tight ends are getting more involved. The receivers are getting more involved. Now we're just focusing on putting it all together and then translating it into the game September 3rd. What should the fans know about this season? The fans need to know to just be ready. Like, just bring the noise to the Loud House, and we're a whole different team. We're trying to make it to a bowl game, and that's our goal right this year.